One thing you want to keep in mind when practicing any martial art or any risky physical activity in general is what type of injuries may exist or physical limitations can happen. In Aikido, as we've said before, historically comes from a series of techniques that can be potentially damaging. And you've seen some of the falling or ukemi in the previous videos that might be a little intimidating. The thing to focus on when Aikido is being done to you is that we also have to learn a series of techniques or movements to protect yourself from Aikido. The art of falling is ukemi, receiving the technique rather, and in receiving the technique is where and when any, if not all, injuries in Aikido might happen. So we generally see a little bit of issues with knees, but in terms of the ukemi and receiving the technique, we'll most commonly see injuries to the wrist, elbows, and shoulders, so the smaller joints that we tend to manipulate. In Aikido, when you're receiving a technique, the most common point of injury is when the person receiving the technique, or uke, becomes scared or tight and tries to stop or prevent the technique. One of the things you want to focus on when you're training Aikido is to relax, move with the technique, again in a very Aiki or harmonious manner, so that you can follow your own body and hopefully keep a good connection with it so it doesn't get injured. So stay relaxed, follow the technique, try and keep yourself limited to the type of ukemi or falling that you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable doing the big flips and going all the way over, you should be very clear about letting your partner know what level you're at in terms of your falling or your ukemi. As soon as you get scared and you get tight and you're not comfortable with the fall is when injuries occur. So I would stress and emphasize working on falling, working on your rolls, working on your back falls, possibly the break falls and other movements in order to make sure that you're comfortable with these techniques so that your training with you and your partners can progress to a safe and yet still martial manner.